Spray with Unity Village Unlocked. Today we're here in front of the fountains and the Bridge of Faith. Now the fountains were first put in as a reflecting pool when the tower and what was originally the Silent Unity building were still being under construction in 1929. Soon after, they added these concrete fountains down the middle of the reflecting pools, and those fountains actually were part of the cooling system that cooled all the buildings. Now I am here in July in Missouri, and I think that having cooling systems in your buildings is a really good thing. So that was an early air conditioning system. Now by the 90s, that was not the most efficient way to do things. They put in more modern systems, but I remember coming here for the Youth of Unity conference in the 90s, and I remember the spray, and we would stand up on the fountain and try to get the spray on us, you know, because we were teenagers. But I remember it being higher when it was hot out and lower when it was cooler, and that, I guess, it changed right about that same time to interior systems. So eventually, Missouri winters, which are cold, didn't agree with the concrete and water, and the systems needed, all that concrete needed to be replaced. And so they took out the fountains down the middle and they replaced them with these lovely fountains that do all sorts of pretty shiny things in the light. Isn't that a great moment? Look at that light. And that was completed in 2011. Big thanks to Tom Lee for that. And so one more thing about the bridge, it was created to look in the Venetian fashion, and now I realize that when I went to Venice, that's why I felt like home. The original bridge had things like the filter system for the fountains, a speaker, because they had an organ up there on the balcony, and they used to have services out here. So we're going to go over to the Bridge of Faith and talk more about that. The bridge was created and dedicated in 1951, and I wanted to share with you these words that Rosemary Fillmore, who's the granddaughter of Charles and Myrtle, wrote about the bridge, which we call the Bridge of Faith now, but was actually originally called the Charles and Myrtle Fillmore Bridge. And she writes, "It always seemed fitting to me that my grandparents' memorial should be a bridge, for their lives were devoted to building bridges of understanding between person and person, and between man and God." So the Bridge of Faith has been here, like I said, since 1951. But the trouble is, it's here in Missouri between concrete and water and winters. Eventually the concrete needed some renovation. So in 2005, they had a rededication of the new Bridge of Faith. It's exactly like it was before, but reinforced and new. And I was actually here for that dedication. Rosemary Fillmore and Charles R. Fillmore, the grandchildren of Charles and Myrtle, were here, and I remember them cutting the ribbon and walking over the bridge together, and it was a really lovely thing. And so we're going to do that, and I'm not going to talk. You can just hear the water and just imagine that you are walking across the Bridge of Faith here at Unity Village.